So the first thing I'm going to need to do is to browse my computer for the files I want to import, and I'm going to go to that folder, and inside that folder I have the DXF, the TTM, and the DC file that I'm going to use. So I want to hold down the control key, select each one of those files, and then drag and drop them into my Open Business Center window. And that's going to import them into the project. It's going to show up on the screen, and in my View Filter Manager is going to be my layer list, and at the bottom is going to be my finished grade surface. So while I'm here, I'm going to turn off my finished grade surface since I don't need to see that right now, and I'm going to go to the export command. So I'll go up to the project tab, to the export button, and that's going to open up the export command. I'm going to go to the construction tab, and I'm going to scroll down until I see the machine job site design exporter and select that. So following down the list, I'm going to create my model type, which is going to be a surface model. The surface that I brought into the project is already there, selected for me. Surface clipping boundary, I'll keep that as none. And then I want to create the design map. So the design map is what the operator is going to see on the control box. So what we can do really easy is we can just hit the options button and hit select all, and that's going to select all my data associated with that DXF, or I could just draw a window around everything and select it that way. So you can see that 5,399 objects were selected, and I need to hit the add button, and that's going to add them to my design. So scrolling down a little further, now I need to point the program to where the files are going to be stored. So I already have a USB stick plugged into my computer, so I'm going to write my machine files right to the USB stick that I'm going to put into the machine. So right now is the default location, which is going to be on my computer, but I'm going to hit the browse button, and I'm going to browse to my USB stick. And then I'm going to go to my machine control data folder, my all folder, and inside the all folder is a blank folder where I created a design folder. So this is where the SVD, the SVL, and the CFG files are going to go. So I'm going to open this and hit save, and now you can see I changed the file path to that USB stick, so the design files are going to go right to the stick. I'm going to go down a little bit further, and I'm going to go to my controller type, make sure that's a GCS900, and 12.8 is my controller software version, which is the latest software. And I'm going to keep the other options as default and hit the export button. So what the program is going to do now is it's going to create those files that I need. It's going to put them right onto the USB stick in the folder that I created. So I'm going to browse my computer, and I'm going to go down to my USB stick, into my machine control data, into my all folder, into my design folder, and inside the design folder is where those files are being created. So you can see the program's creating the SVD, the SVL, and the config and the cal file. So they're on my USB stick. So now I can take that USB stick out of my computer and I can plug that into my machine. So I'll go to my machine, I'll plug my USB stick in, and I'm going to get a couple options. So what I want to do next is I want to hit add from USB. I'm going to transfer the data from the USB flash drive to the control box. So I hit the soft key, add from USB, it copies it to the control box. I remove my USB stick. So now I need to select the design. So I'm going to go to my menu key, and I'm going to go to select design and hit OK. And there is the file that we put onto the control box, and hit OK, and hit OK, and there's my design.